I'm Mike Babcock, co-founder and vice president of Brace International, and I'm here with Rupert Boneham today. And we are so excited about what's happening with Boraccia over this last year and the success and everything we're doing with charities around the world. And he's here today, and the exciting part is Rupert looked at our company just recently and joined, and he's out here, come all the way out to California. And Rupert, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, about maybe some of the success you've had and what you see with Boraccia and how you see our future with the company?
I'd love to. With what I've been doing over the last few years. Now, I want to say I've been mental health for the last 27 years. I did 9 years of institution work down in Abilene, Texas, at Abilene State School. Got out of that and started in the private sector and started a vocational and clinical mentoring program in '91 in Indianapolis, taking kids out of the juvenile detention centers and showing them if you're not making it in education, you're going to make it in vocation. Trying to show our community that we don't really need to lock up our problems as much as we need to help them. Showing our kids that they can fit in society, and even though you've never felt like you fit, even though you never really had a chance, we're going to give you one now. Wow. I started that in '91 and have been running ever since with no city, state, federal funding, no government dollars, no grant dollars. And our program right now, with the economy that it's in, is struggling a little bit for financing. And when Boraccia Coffee, when I saw Boraccia Coffee and I saw what they were really doing out there, and I did a little bit of research because I'm that environmental guy. I'm that one that, I love going out in the jungle and playing around and being the adventure guy. Yeah. So I want to make sure that, with the coffee growers, they're not ripping the forests down to plant the coffee trees. They're not deforesting to just grow us coffee. When I saw it's a shade-grown coffee, when I saw it's an organic-grown coffee, when I saw it's a fair trade coffee, I started checking into it more and realized the ability that I have with Boraccia to actually generate funds that could not only fund our program in Indianapolis, but create that nationwide program in the next few years to show the entire country how, if you work together, it's amazing what you can get accomplished. With Boraccia Coffee, the whole reason that I jumped in, I am that coffee drinker from way back. I started years ago. When I was 2 years old, my mom read that coffee will help an asthmatic, and it does. It opens up it's a vasodilator, and it opens up your bronchial tubes, and it opens your lungs up, and it helps you. I've never seen a coffee though yet. Now I've been drinking the skinny coffee. I actually call it the smart coffee at my house because it's been a no-brainer for me. I started drinking the coffee 3 weeks ago. I was about 235. I, over the last week, have been watching my weight and I weigh every morning. I've been maintaining 221 pounds. I haven't been 220 since I got out of Survivor.
Wow. You know what, could you take a second and tell the folks, I know who you are. Some of us know you are on the camera, but could you take a minute and just tell everybody, about Survivor and your program there, and you're an international star?
Oh my gosh. Well, some people, in 2003, I was asked to go out and play an adventure game called Survivor. Went up there in Pearl Islands and got to be a pirate and ran around, stole everybody's shoes, ran around in a dress for 27 days on national TV. Was never so happy in my life to be in a dress, but I got to go out and play an adventure that really is a test for your body, mind, and soul. Mm-hmm. Didn't really understand the conniver side of the darn game, and got voted out 8th. I made it halfway through. Went home, told my family that darn game wasn't Survivor, it was conniver. 3 days after I was home, they asked me if I wanted to play the game again.
Wow.
I was the first one ever to do back-to-back Survivors. I went out on All-Stars and played Survivor All-Stars. Finished 4th on that, made it 10 days longer in a game with harder players, and my body already devastated by the first game, but I still didn't win. At the end of Survivor All-Stars, they opened the phone lines up for 72 hours and said for all of America to vote for a second $1 million winner. They had 38 million votes in 72 hours. I got about 34 million of those votes. And
wow.
One survivor for losing the game twice, for playing the way I'm supposed to play, for not being the best liar or the best conniver. I won because of the way that I played the game and how it counts, how you treat yourself.
And here's one of the things that really touched me is when Joe was telling me your story about what did you tell everybody what you did with that $1 million?
Well, you know, when I went into Survivor, my goal was to show the world that I'm good at something and get my family out of debt. Okay. I really didn't need $1 million. I needed about a couple $100,000 to take care of my mother, to take care of my daughter, to get my family out. When I won $1 million, of course, the first thing I did was figure out the taxes on that and gave $480,000 away to Uncle Sam. But I paid my taxes. Yeah. I took $100,000 and gave it back to the charity, the Dawn Project, that had hired me for the last 6 years, and to be a mentor in their program. They gave me kids and would pay me an hourly rate. I wanted to pay them back. We put $100,000 into their charity. Wow. I put $100,000 into Rupert's Kids, creating Rupert's Kids, getting our charity going, getting the lawyers and the accountants and the office and the director and everybody hired, filing the paperwork for our 501c3, filing everything, got that going. Paid off the 2 mortgages that I had, my house and the house that we were running as a foster care, as a kind of halfway house. As you age out of the system and turn 18, your present is a boot out the door. Mm-hmm. These kids need places to live. I always had bedrooms and apartments and houses for these kids. Well, I paid these 2 properties off, gave them to Rupert's Kids. Wow. I gave half to the government. I gave $276,000 to charity. I gave my daughter her college fund, my mama her house. My family got out of debt, and I bought us a house, you know, a nice little affordable house. And I spent $1 million in 2 weeks. It was the best 2 weeks of my life, though. I met life goals with 6 months of torturing myself.
Well, that's okay, though. But, hard work paid off, and, you absolutely won the hearts of America. They loved you on the show, and we are so excited to have you here at Boracia, because, you being able to go places, and with our heart for children around the world and us working with nonprofit organizations, we are so excited to be able to be taking a portion of what we're doing at Boracia and working with Rupert's Kids, and we're going to help you grow those organizations around the United States. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, no, I want to say thank you guys, because you're going to see with Boracia Coffee a national campaign that everybody is going to know what we're doing out here.
Well,
it's going to be amazing.